This project-based unit would be used for fourth graders and would overlap a science unit and a math unit. First, I would begin the unit by splitting up the students into groups of 2. The students would then have to figure out an idea to use for a product to sell. After this, I would get them to create a plan on how they would make the product. This would include figuring out what materials they would need as well as the cost for all the materials. Then I would have the students ask their parents to buy these supplies or would buy the supplies for them. The students would pay whoever gets those supplies back later. The students will then create their products. Once all the groups finish their products, I would invite parents or other grades in the school to come buy the group's products on a certain day. After this, the students will be able to count their money. They will give back the money that was used for the supplies to whoever bought them their supplies, and then they would be allowed to split the rest of the money between each other. PBL units are helpful to teach students to engage in their learning as well as increasing cognition. My project is a good PBL unit because it teaches students how to manage money. If the student decides to sell their products for too little, they will not get much money from the sale. In the same way, if the student sold products for too much money, they won't be able to sell as many products and will not get much money from the sale either. This also teaches students to work with others. This is because each student had to work with their partner to create their products and then decide on the prices to sell them. This PBL unit is challenging students in multiple levels of Bloom's taxonomy. The understanding level of Bloom's taxonomy was shown because the students needed to understand how money worked. They needed to know how to not overspend while creating their products, and the applying level of Bloom's taxonomy is also used. This is used because the students learned how to choose prices for their products by applying the understanding of how much each of the products were to make them. When the unit is complete, the students will have learned how to work with their other people. They will also understand the basics of how to start a business. For example, they will learn how to figure out products to sell, how to make those products, and know the best prices for their products to get a profit from them. This project is just one example for a PBL unit that would be helpful for teaching fourth graders.